Hector Berlioz was born in 1803 in the quiet town of La Côte-Saint-André, France. His father wanted him to become a doctor, a respectable life, a useful life. But Berlioz was haunted by sound. Not polite melodies, but thunder, obsession, delirium, longing, music that didn't fit into neat forms, music that felt too big for the world around him. When he moved to Paris to study medicine, he couldn't stand it. The smell of the dissecting room, the cold precision of the scalpel. He fled not from responsibility, but toward something far more dangerous, his imagination. He entered the Paris Conservatoire as a rebel, found mentors like Lesueur and Rijke, but he was a wolf in a sheep's pen. He didn't play the piano well. He didn't follow the rules. And for years, the establishment fought back, rejecting him 3 times for the prestigious Prix de Rome, before he finally forced them to recognize his genius. Instead, he heard music, vast orchestras, violent contrasts, strange colors as if the sounds already existed, and he was merely writing them down. And Paris wasn't ready. Everything changed when Berlioz saw an Irish actress named Harriet Smithson perform Shakespeare. He fell in love instantly, hopelessly, destructively. She didn't know him, didn't respond to his letters, didn't care. Berlioz spiraled. From that emotional chaos, he created one of the most revolutionary works in music history, Symphonie Fantastique. This was not just music, it was a confession. In his own program notes, he told the story. A young artist, consumed by love, swallows a dose of opium to end his life. But the poison doesn't kill him, plunges him into a fever dream, hallucinating, descending into madness, even imagining his own execution in a grotesque witch's sabbath. The orchestra became a mind. The symphony became a psychological journey. No one had done this before. Some listeners were stunned. Others were horrified. But music would never be the same again. Berlioz was too radical for France. Critics called his music noisy, excessive, insane. They said he lacked discipline, that he didn't understand tradition. Ironically, he understood it too well and refused to be trapped by it. He expanded the orchestra to unprecedented size. He invented new ways to combine instruments. He wrote a groundbreaking book on orchestration that would later inspire composers like Wagner, Mahler, and Strauss. But recognition came slowly. To survive, Berlioz became a music critic, brilliant, sarcastic, and sharp-tongued. He was admired more abroad than at home, in Germany, in Russia, in England. France, the country he loved, never fully embraced him. Berlioz eventually married Harriet Smithson. The dream didn't survive reality. Her career faded and her health broke. The woman who inspired his music became a ghost of herself, lost to jealousy and alcohol. Their marriage collapsed into bitterness and illness. Berlioz found a second companion in Marie Recchio, but even that couldn't fill the void. Berlioz lost friends, lost his wife. He lost his only son, Louis, to the sea. Late in life, he wrote, "Life seems to have deserted me." And yet, he kept composing. Works like Harold in Italy, Romeo and Juliet, The Damnation of Faust, and La Troyenne, vast, ambitious, uncompromising. Music that demanded everything from performers and everything from listeners. When Berlioz died in 1869, he was respected, but not fully understood. That would come later. Today, he is seen as a prophet of modern music, composer who treated the orchestra like a universe, a man who turned emotion itself into structure, Berlioz proved that music didn't have to be polite, or symmetrical, or restrained. It could be obsessive, visionary, uncomfortable. It could sound like the inside of a human soul. And perhaps that was his greatest achievement. He dared to write the music he heard even when no one else could hear it yet. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. For more stories of those who changed the world by refusing to fit into it.